Welcome back, fight fans. I go by the name of Vok.
And I'm Barack the Boxing Bully.
And we have a special guest on the line. We haven't chopped it up with this young man in a very long time. One of the most skilled boxers and fighter in boxing, former world champ, Demetrius Boo Andrade.
What's up, champ?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
We chilling.
What's up, man? Good to see you. First off, congratulations on this opportunity. You've been waiting for big opportunities for a very long time in the sport, so I want to jump right into it. Do you think that this is going to be the chip on the shoulder that you have because of how long you've been blocked away from the big fights? Are you going to benefit from that? And is it worse for your opponent?
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough, and David, sorry, but they gotta, and new and still be a divisional world champion. You feel me? So that's the type of energy that this fight's bringing me. Of course, it's long overdue in the sense of a marquee name, and just David and I realizing like we have nowhere to go other than making the best fight happen amongst each other. And so we handle what we had to handle behind the scenes, and it was just like, all right, done deal. Let's make this fight happen. Made the best training camp for you, for myself, and no injuries. Nothing stops and hold this fight up. And let's rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. And for me, is only makes sense now because time waits for no man. And there is the father of time as well. And now's the time. So I feel like I'm at my best. He feels like he's at his best. And so we're going to get the best Andrade and the best Benavidez come the 25th. Now,
First of all, his name is Benavidez, but you always call him Benavidez. Is that on purpose?
It is kind of on purpose, but I'm not going to be the only one that gets hacked names around here.
That's true. That's true.
They know who I'm talking about.
Benavidez. All right, listen.
I'm Andrade this time.
That's true. That's true. They do call you Andrade. That's true.
But it was,
so listen, I remember years ago, you was 154 and you was like, you wanted the Canelo fight since way back then. And you was like, man, what I got to do? Move up to 168? Why I got to move up to 168? Even though I always thought you was the big guy, I commend you on going to 168 because a lot of 154 pounders wouldn't do that. But what time was it when you were ready, when you said, you know what, I know I could bang with 168 pounders? When was that about?
Nah, I mean, it just, my last fight that I couldn't make weight. I was like, I couldn't make weight, but I can't, 160 is getting too tough now, got to go up to 168. But it's sort of the same characters. The only character that's new to the subject of me is David Benavidez, because he was never on my radar, or I don't know about boxing itself. Young kid, I'm looking at Charlo, Plant, Canelo, Billy Joe, Triple G. David was never in nobody's, as far as this generation of who I'm looking for, my radar.
That's true.
He was never around.
So how do you rate him as a fighter? Now that he is around, he's one of the best.
He's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's one of the best 168 pounders out there. I know the real story on how Canelo is undisputed with the WBC as far as a 68 pound, because you got to blame David for being stripped.
That's true.
Right. Do you think that David is a better fighter than Canelo? Do you think that Canelo is avoiding him? Who do you think would win if those two guys fought?
That's what I don't care about none of that. I do think that me and David Benavidez is a greater fight than Canelo and Demetrius, Canelo and David Benavidez. Okay. I think that this is a real fight with two guys that have nowhere to go and have nothing but to prove to themselves in boxing who's really the best, Right. And so that's what I think this fight does.
So is it safe to say that you no longer care about the Canelo fight, or is that still on your radar?
No, I'm not saying that. Of course, everybody cares for a Canelo fight. That just brings more wonders.
Right.
But as far as the best fight right now is like, if we go to sit there and talk about why didn't Canelo ever fight David Benavidez because he's the real champion. Yeah, he got stripped because he's the weight or whatever. But it's like, okay, so you don't never give this the champ that lost it on the scale. You really don't give him a chance. You don't ever like plan on tangling with him. So therefore, he's still the real champion in a sense because nobody beat him for the belt.
Right.
I mean, that was Benavidez's fault. That was Benavidez's fault, though.
Huh?
No, I'm saying that was Benavidez's fault for getting stripped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said that. Yeah, I'm saying that. I'm saying that it's Benavidez's fault, of course, for not having the discipline. But at the end of the day, he is still like, why didn't Canelo give him the chances afterwards?
My man, nobody hates Canelo more than you. That's for sure.
I'm not saying Canelo. I'm not saying I hate Canelo. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Canelo. But in the line,
sounds like it.
What you mean? How would it sound like it? If
you always like questioning his career, saying he's ducking somebody.
Okay, so you don't question that. You're not gonna. So because you're. I mean,
the reason why I don't. If you want me to be truthful, I don't question it because he fought Bivol. That's a harder fight.
Bivol's not Benavidez.
No, I think it's a harder fight. Actually, I think it's a bigger guy, so that makes Canelo so small.
That's your opinion.
No, because Canelo's so small, and you fighting a bigger guy. That's what I'm saying. That's a harder fight.
So you're telling me why do that? Why fight the bigger guy than fight David?
Because because there's a belt involved. You know what I'm saying?
There's a belt involved too.
No, Benavidez didn't have any belt.
Didn't have no belt. Come on,
Canelo got the belt. It's still a championship fight.
No, but anyway, let me shift gears real quick.
Please.
No. I'm just saying, it wasn't there wasn't anything for him to benefit because Benavidez didn't have a belt. So I know what Barack was saying.
Well, shift the gears because
But he's still a great fighter, though. He's still a great fight.
No doubt, I agree with you. I think
is Demetrius Bivol a bigger name today than David Benavidez?
No, not a bigger name, but is a different weight class for another.
Right. It's a bigger legacy.
He's always trying to do that.
It's better for his legacy. That's all it was.
All right, look, I agree with you. I think Benavidez Canelo is a great fight, and I would love to see them fight as well. So I agree with you on that. Now, you mentioned earlier Father Time. You said Father Time doesn't wait for anybody, right? Do you feel like you're getting physically older?
Nah, I feel like I'm physically getting stronger.
Okay.
You know, I feel good. I feel like now's the time for this fight to happen, not next year, because I don't know what next year holds, not the year after, now is the time for this fight to happen for me.
Right.
Got it.
Fair enough. You're basically young in there. No one ever hits you, really. You know, so I think I would say that you're still in your prime because look at Bud. He's 36 years old, still in his prime. Do you feel like you're still in your prime?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I'm getting stronger. Of course, my experience is going to kick in. You know, I mean, I haven't been the most active fighter, but I believe like my last fight, I got a lot of rust out. I got all my timing. I got like things done. And yeah, it took this much time to make this fight happen because a lot of other people said no. And David and I both said, okay, let's like, what about David? And it was like, what about it? Okay, so we got ourselves a fight.
Good.
Do you think that maybe being inactive in one way, in one aspect can help you because your body's not taking so much punishment and training camps and sparring and all that? Is there something to say about that, about preserving your body?
Yeah, there is a sense of that, but at the end of the day, I'm still like I'm disciplined, so like I can't ever just not. You still got to be in the gym because I'm a world champion, I'm a world athlete.
Right.
So I still am taking wear and tear during that time, just not the brutal punishment at times. You know, like, okay, I don't have to go through the brutal stuff, but I still got to be prepared because when these things happen, these phone calls, I can't be behind the 8 ball. I got to stay on top of my shit.
Right. I believe we've seen Benavidez drop one time. Do you think you got the power to stop Benavidez?
Come November 25th, we're going to find out. We're going to see, because I'm preparing to hit him. He's preparing to hit me and let the punches fly. So I believe I do have the stopping power. I do believe I have dropping power. Everybody I've been in the ring with always pretty much hits the canvas or feels like, this kid got some pop. I need to respect it. And so he's going to respect me at the end of the day because I have it in my soul, in my body, in my mind. So It's all good.
Demetrius, what was your first take on hearing that Showtime was going to be out of boxing? Like, how did you take that?
It's sad, of course. It's a worry thing too for just, I don't want to get too deep in that stuff, like whatever, but it also brings worry.
Right. Now, have you been?
Showtime has to, exit, and I'm glad. Also, I fought twice on Showtime, that I can have my third fight on Showtime and pretty much close out with a bang. And so that's pretty cool.
Because as of now, it's like the last fight on Showtime. Now, have you been promised from PBC fights, if you beat Benavidez, like what's next? Because you have to plan ahead, right? Has there been a conversation about, if you beat Benavidez, we have these names for you?
Yeah, we have sat down with me and Benavidez' team, and we negotiated what we wanted to do and how we feel like what's the best for myself and himself. That's contract stuff. But as far as the next fight or per se, of course the cherry on top would be Canelo, but after that, it's just like who this. Okay, you got Plant, you got
David Morrell.
This is the biggest fight right here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Kind of like at that point, it's like, okay, do we run it again? Do we not? You know what I'm saying?
But there's also a lot of history. There's also a lot of history with you and Jamal Charlo, right? And obviously he's been inactive as well. Do you still have that animosity towards Charlo? Or has that simmered down?
Yeah, it definitely has simmered down, but he knows that I know that he knows, like, no matter what happens in this boxing, I'm gonna we're gonna figure something out. Exhibition, we're gonna do something. I'm not retiring without putting my hands on one of them.
Okay, that sounds great, man.
I hear you, man.
All right, so we look forward to your fight, November 25th with David Benavidez.
Yeah, we'll be tuned in. Good luck, champ, and again, congrats for getting that opportunity.
Take it easy. Good day. God bless y'all.
No, you too, man. God bless you, man. Thank you.